Hey guys, welcome to the Selfie Crafter. I'm Jessica, and today I will be doing a kit up in chat instead. So today I am kitting up the Serafina by Michaelina. This is from Diamond Art Club, and it's one of my oldest kits. It's not the oldest. I have one that's a little bit older. It's another Michaelina. And I wanted to get this done for the, I'm going to try and say this correctly, Fairy Tales and Folklore event that's being hosted by Katie over at Diamonds and Washi and Kate over at Diamond Painting and Dr. Pepper. So I wanted to get this done, especially since it's an old kit and it's fairy, so I wanted to work on this. I got a couple other things I also have to kit up today. I'm trying to stay warm. It is about 13 degrees outside, and my room does not have any heat because we have this room kind of closed off. I've been staying in a different room to stay warm instead. So I threw the space heater in here trying to keep it a little bit warmer. So just a little cold, so you might see my fingers. Luckily, my fingers aren't red. Yay! I warmed up a bit. But anyway, I will be doing this, and I got my trays. I'm not completely organized because I haven't really spent much time upstairs anymore. But my table is cleared off now, so especially since I've finished my I kind of just went into a tangent and didn't finish my whole thing about what like whip and chats and kit up and chats and stuff is. So like for a whip and chat, it would be a work in progress. Normally, and I would have this canvas working on it, but since I don't have it ready to go and I didn't really want to work on a mystery, I decided to do a kit up. And then of course, chatting as basically I ramble about what's been going on for my week, and you do whatever you would like to do, be it driving, be it sitting on the couch, do it nothing, whatever. But yeah, I am not really prepped up here, but my table's cleared off because I finally did that whole treasure card hunting a few weeks ago, and then I did, let's see, and then I did my month in review video, which will be sometime later after this, which is funny because I talk about these kits in general, and then I actually went over like my first stash video too. I don't know when that one's coming up, but I recorded that and I had this whole table and I cleared it off, and now I'm nice and cold again because I have to come back up here. So, but I got a lot of stuff to organize. I got a couple of things, so I want to work on my goodness, I'm trying to think of the word. The mini dazzles and paint gems. I got a new container here to put those in, so I don't have like boxes filled up. So yeah, I am not really organized today, but that's okay. We're gonna chat. We're gonna chat. We're gonna get through things. You'll probably hear a lot of plastic rustling. I'll try to not make it too bad. Let's put this one over to the side. But so yeah, since this is an older kit, we got the ABs to go first. I already kind of went to grab them. So hopefully you guys have been doing well. It is extremely cold for me, especially for South Carolina weather. And we had a snowstorm this weekend. So last week we had an ice storm. This week we got a snowstorm. And well, the kids were excited about this one. So my birthday was actually yesterday. I think I'm going to post this later on today. To be honest, I think I will, especially since I got a couple of videos I want to try and get out. And normally I do post whip and chats on Tuesdays. Those are my preferred days, but lately I've been doing it on Mondays because of, well, with the kids being out of school, and like doctor's appointments and stuff, I've been just having a little bit more trouble trying to get organized to do whip and chats and stuff. So I got a couple like little goodies over here that helps me with kitting up. I forgot a tray. I knew I was forgetting something. Dang it. So okay, well, and I forgot I don't think I'm going to need a dryer sheet. It's really cold in here. We'll see. I hopefully not. I am very scatterbrained. I am so sorry. So so yeah, I have this little tool. I don't remember exactly where I bought it, but I can look it up. I bought a second one already because I didn't want this to be lost. Normally I use the the screwdrivers that I had for my sewing machine. I've been buying that and I still use it. I still like it, but I really like this one because you can like scrape off the stickers off the containers. That'll help because especially sometimes like I don't want to break my nails. My nails are a little brittle, so I can scrape them off with this, and then they're easy to just open like that. Now I know you can open it normally or with tweezers and stuff like that. It's just a little extra handy tool I like, you know, especially if I don't have tweezers, and sometimes the tweezers are a little too thick to get underneath. This just has that nice little curve that, come on, focus up. There, a nice little curve to just kind of boop, and there we go. And then of course I have this little tool that's from Zodiac Shadows. I remember it because the logo's right there, and it's just, you know, once you open your container like so, you can place this on top to basically pour your drills in, so which is what I'm going to do right now. So, but I will link the two in the down below. So, I usually do link everything that I use in my videos, even if I don't really tell you guys what tools I use. For the most part, I try and keep up to date with everything that I do use. But yeah, if you do have questions, if there's something that doesn't say what I'm using, I will, I'll try and respond with what I do use in my videos, so. But yeah, so this week has been, it's been a fun 2 weeks. And then like yesterday was my birthday. I'm 39 now. Ooh. not as E, but I had, I guess, like one of the best birthday presents ever. So, which was snow day. We gotten, I know that when when I said, like in a, I think it was like I don't remember which video I said it was yesterday, because it was before the total count, but it was like, it was 6 inches yesterday when I said that, but we got the total count in our area, and it was about areas like between 7 to 8 inches, and then up in Charlotte, it was 11 inches. So we had a very good day yesterday, especially for my birthday. So, it didn't snow on my birthday, but it did snow the day before my birthday. But no, so it was a really good day yesterday. But before I get more into that, actually, no. Like I said, I am a little bit all over the place today, and I do apologize, especially since I have so many new people that has subscribed to my channel, and I thank you guys oh so much, because my friends were very sweet for my birthday, and they wanted me to hit 1,000 subscribers. I've been just like, I've been doing this for about 5 years, and it was just more, when I first started, it was just more of a way to help me start talking more, because I'm a bit of an introvert. I'm sure as all of you are. But it was something my therapist, she didn't say go out and be a YouTuber, but she said do something you don't normally do, you know, like, and I decided to do this. I always wanted to make a YouTube channel, but I never knew what to kind of really make it for. And when I picked up diamond painting during, you know, the whole Panty D and stuff like that, it was just a different way, because I always craft. I always like crafting. So, but anyway, yeah, I never really thought I would get to over 1,000 subscribers. And then my friends, because I've been like steadily kind of going up, which is crazy this year, like, well, last year and this year, like the last few months, especially since I had to take a whole 6-month hiatus back in 2024 for medical reasons. I won't divulge more into that. If you really want to know, there's stuff like videos about me talking about it, especially since it could be kind of triggering for some people and everything. But sorry, I'm still kind of like not. I'm still kind of shocked about it. But my friends were all like, let's get Jessica to 1,000 subscribers and everything. Like people were like doing that, and it was just like, it was so, I felt really special. And especially since I did hit 1,000 subscribers on my birthday, and it was just like, it was really like a really like one of the best presents ever. My husband's like, how am I supposed to top that? Snow, and then your friends getting you to 1,000 subscribers. He goes, I can't top that. I'm like, yeah, you can. You can. Well, it turns out he can. Well, no, well, he's sweet. Like he's been like, we've been, I'm not gonna say too much, but we've been like, you know, like everyone, we're just, you know, we gotta cut back on things. I haven't bought as much diamond paintings as I want. Yes, I have my must-haves and things, and I've been cutting down on my purchasing, which is hard. I'm pretty sure you guys agree that it's hard to, especially when you had, I wouldn't say carte blanche, but you had like, you know, when you were, you know, I think my husband felt like it was, especially since I was dealing with so much issues, you know, in 2024, that he was okay with me kind of going a little nuts with my purchasing. And now it's like, we got to cut back, and it's hard to do that when you want everything. But now I've been a bit more pickier, a bit more choosier about things. But yeah, it's just, I don't know where I was going with this, guys. I apologize. But anyway, I want to say thank you, guys. I do appreciate everyone who came out and subscribed to help me hit 1,000 subscribers. And I hope you guys will enjoy this channel. To everyone who is new here. And if you don't know, I will be posting my Chris a Bug event that's coming up in April. I will be making an announcement video. I don't know if it's this week or next week, but I will be making the announcement video. I've been kind of just like fiddling around. I am going to make a Facebook page for it. I'm not linking it just yet. Like I said, I'm fiddling around trying to figure out stuff. I never done the Facebook thing for it, but I haven't been on Instagram for a while. I don't know what's wrong with me. I used to post on Instagram all the time, and then I just don't anymore. But some of my friends say Instagram's been kind of wonky anyway, so it's probably better to just do this stuff on Facebook. To be fair, I hate Facebook, so but I have been going on it more often because everyone's events have been posted on there. Okay, we're going to just go with those 3 bags. I'm going to save these 3 just in case, because I didn't bring all my trays upstairs. So I don't want to, I'll finish kitting those up if I have to. But yeah, that's a lot of 310s. Well, it makes sense because there's just, with all the outlining that we have in here, that makes sense. I really do want to bling this though. Maybe I could. I'll have to see what kind of specials I have. I still have a bunch of round specials that I bought when I first started doing this. And sorry for sniffling. Like my son, he's not doing good, and now I think he's passing it on to me. So yay, germs. But yeah, but it was just anyway about this channel. I just hope you guys do enjoy it and are, you know, you like it and everything. Especially since especially there's days where I am a little scatterbrained, like today, and I'm a little all over the place, like today. But there's times where I got it together. I got my stuff together, and I can make everything sound cohesive. Let's see. But yeah, just but it was just really, when I first started, it was more of okay, let's start talking, let's get it out to the open. And it did help. It did help when I after getting into this, it took a lot more than just a channel, because it's still kind of isolating too, in a way, with with recording because you're not really talking to people, but it did help with things like being able to talk on the phone, answering the phones, especially since my kids, go to school. I got to, be an adult and, talk to other people. My therapist says that, that stuff stems from childhood. What trauma doesn't, stems from childhood. But it was just like some stuff where it's like, oh, you had to grow a little too quickly and now you're reverting, blah, 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 But now I can talk on the phone. Do I want to talk on the phone? No. Will I? Yes. That's a lot of stuff. And now like I do talk a lot more with my friends. I'm a little bit more, outgoing with them. But still there's times where it's like I kind of shrink. I kind of shrink on myself, especially when my battery's like depleted. But it has helped a lot. So like with doing this channel, and then like it has helped me find so many awesome friends when I started doing this. So it's just like take Mackenzie over at Dragon Wing Diamonds. I wasn't expecting to find a friend so quickly when I first started this, but she messaged me because I talked about one of the reasons why I named myself the Stealthy Crafter, and it's it's because I used to play World of Warcraft. At the time when I started the channel, it's like I was a rogue. That's my main character. I will always play a rogue in a lot of games. And I craft, and I was like kind of just talking about WoW and stuff, like my raids and dungeons and achievements that I would do. And so yeah, she reached out to me and was basically, she played WoW too, and we connected and we became BFFs. And there was a time period when this was like when she got pregnant, and she kind of disappeared off the face of the earth for a while, and then all of a sudden she messaged again, and it was just like, how people say, with some people, like, it's just like they never really left. It was really like that. It was like she never really left. And it was just like, oh my God, you're back, and we just started talking all over again. I don't think she left very long. Like, it was a few months where it's like, it was radio silence, but I get it because, you had a kid, you got a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, it was fun. And I'm so grateful that this community has helped me with finding such awesome and wonderful friends. And she has pulled me out of my... I wouldn't say I'm completely cured of being an introvert. I'm still an introvert. But she has pulled me out of kind of hiding in even inside the community. Like, she introduced me to some friends that was in the community, and I started talking to them. We got into a Discord group and went into a different Discord group, and then now I went into a retreat with them, and it's just like, it's been great. It's been really great, and I'm glad that I have such good and awesome and terrific and just such kind friends. And I know I'm being sappy. I can't help it. I'm very sappy. My kids are just like, oh God, she's gonna cry again. Which does happen. It does happen. Let's see. Where's 355? It would be kind of cool if I could finish this all in time, but there's 49 colors. There's just no way. There's no way. But it would be kind of cool. I'm just trying to find... here we go. There's the color. 355. Alright, so enough of all that rambly nonsense. It's 20 minutes. I'm looking on there. 20 minutes of me just like thanking you guys. But in all seriousness, I do thank you guys. It's awesome. It's great. And I hope to continue making awesome videos for you guys. Like I said, I got my stash video finally. Well, part one. Part one. We will not stash shame here. I already know my stash is out of control. And like I said, the last 2 years I kind of went a little nuts. But I guess that's to be expected when you had some near-death experiences. But anyway, so let's continue with what's been going on for the last week. So we had that ice storm. correct? I was telling you guys like how I was kind of worried about us losing power. We did not lose power, but it did flicker. And that was a little scary. But school was out for 2 days. And it wasn't really out. It was e-learning. So we had e-learning. The kids were trying to play outside, and I just kept telling them, like, it's ice, it's not snow. And they were just, they weren't having it. I'm like, you're not going to be able to do anything. It's literally ice. And we just could not get, we couldn't really go anywhere. It was just so slippery and stuff. But yeah, 2 days of e-learning, which I get e-learning. I really get it. But oh my God, e-learning sucks so bad. And I don't know if we're going to have e-learning tomorrow. They apparently did send the kids home with some learning packets in case we do have, if the roads are hazardous tomorrow. I kind of am hoping for it because I like sleeping. I'm being a little selfish. I want to be a little selfish this week. Plus, my oldest, let's see, could I switch that to a smaller container? I could probably switch that into a smaller container. Let's see. I always try and fit it into the smallest container. I probably can't, but you know, it doesn't hurt to try. This is why I need a tray, because I do this sometimes. Yep, see, I already started spilling some drills. Okay. But yeah, my oldest, she has a doctor's appointment tomorrow. She needs to get a physical. And surprisingly, like the appointment we had back in July when she went to see her doctor, especially since we discovered some of her medical issues, they considered that not a wellness visit. They considered that basically like they scheduled it as something else. And I'm just like, but you did all the things that was part of the wellness visit. What? Why? What? Okay, whatever. So we need to get a physical done. And because she is going to try out for track. So guys, keep your fingers crossed. She wants to sprint. I am surprised that she has agreed to do track, because when I was like telling her that I thought she would be such a great fit for it, she just kind of kept blowing me off. So I don't know why she's changed her mind. Yeah, I was wrong. I was wrong. It doesn't fit. I thought I could make it fit. Oh well, okay. Let's try and be careful with pouring this back into the other container. Oh man, I am something else sometimes. Okay, anyway. Yeah, so I'm kind of hoping school is e-learning, so that way she's not technically missing school. We'll still get a doctor's note just in case, because they usually with e-learning, she just has to do the schoolwork, especially with if it's not like planned out in advance. She just has to do the schoolwork, which she will, and she can usually do that within like the same day when she'll go to her appointment. So that's what I'm kind of hoping for tomorrow, that, you know, just have to do the learning bit instead. But anyway, so we had 2 days of e-learning last week, and I kind of was enjoying the fact that, you know, like I said, I got to sleep in. Woohoo! I know, it's so ridiculous. Oh, it's still, let's see, space heater still says it's 66 in here. Okay. Not to fear, I have coffee, and it's in this one of my favorite cups, so it won't get cold quickly. All right, we're looking for 420. All right, here we go. And I'm excited to do this one. I'm scared about the fact that it is rounds, but I am excited to do this one because it's like, it's been on my to-do list. All right, so yeah, so 2 weeks, not 2 weeks. Can you imagine 2 weeks of e-learning? I would have gone nuts at that point. So 2 days of e-learning, and then they had a 2-hour delay on Wednesday. So, so we got to sleep in for 3 extra days, guys. Oh man, it was fantastic. And my daughter's birthday was on last Monday, so she had her birthday last Monday. And I used to kind of go like say that, you know, my daughter, you know, that was my birthday present, because, you know, she's my firstborn and everything. Like, she was born, she was actually born a day before her due date. She was supposed to be born on the 27th, but she was born on the 26th. She just wanted to show up. She was ready. So Yeah, I used to kind of joke around and say, "Oh, you were just a birthday gift that came a little early," when she was younger. And now she's taken it to heart. So like basically on my birthday, she goes, "Happy birthday, Mom! I'm your birthday gift." I'm like, she goes, "Aren't I your best birthday gift?" It's like, you think too highly of yourself sometimes, kiddo. But she's terrific. But yeah, I was very pleased about the fact that I got to sleep in those 3 days from school. And then Thursday we had a normal school day because at that point the ice had mostly melted. There were still patches. This is the Carolinas, so I mean, things aren't prepped. And then we were starting to get ready for the next one, which was going to hit Friday night, Saturday, all throughout Saturday, because we were told snow. I was expecting 3 inches of snow, okay? I was expecting just 3 inches, but then we got told we're not going to have any no worries about power outages. It's going to be the fluffy stuff, and everything. So, Thursday went by fine. Friday came and they had an early release day, so they had a pretty easy week last week, I will say that. Last week was a nice and smooth and easy week. Let's see, and then Friday because they had an early release, my husband and I didn't really get to sleep, and sometimes we try and take a small nap when after we drop the kids off. But we didn't have a chance to do that. He wanted to go to Publix because he has ordered a cake for me. We still haven't ate the cake, by the way. I know it was like my birthday was yesterday, but with all the timing and stuff, we didn't get to eat the cake yesterday. So we're going to do that today. But yeah, Friday we kind of have been changing plans because Nicole was supposed to go out with her friend this last weekend on my birthday weekend. I canceled my birthday plans so she could go out and do her birthday plans, but because of the storm, the snowstorm, we had to cancel that. So her birthday stuff is happening next week and mine is happening whenever we can. So she's going to go with her friends to eat some sushi. They're going to go to an arcade place. Hopefully nothing changes. Cross your fingers. But yeah, Friday we went to get my cake. We got some we got tomato soup. It was like, I think the brand is Pacific. I don't remember. I think it was. But so the stores that's near where I live, they don't have the red pepper and tomato soup. They just have tomato soup, and I mean same brand, but I really like the red pepper kind, and I've been craving it so much. Well, he found that kind over at the Publix. So let's see, I'm trying to find $4.98. Where is here we go. This is $4.98. Okay, well, I don't know, maybe that'll fit. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, but yeah, we went there and we got the cake. I kind of picked up some goodies too. Like I saw like strawberry brownies. There was also these huge cookies. I know I took a picture. I don't know if I saved the picture, but if I did, I'll put the picture up here right now. But they were raspberry jam cookies. So they had raspberry jam. It was like a sugar cookie. And had the raspberry jam filling on top of it, and then around the edge was cream cheese frosting. Is that a little bit much? Yes. Was it good? Yes. It was actually so good I couldn't eat the second one. They were really big, and I decided I was going to be nice, and I split the second one into 3 sections for the kids, so that way they could all try and have a piece. I was trying to give them all a piece equally. Let's see, $5.50. Okay, this one's going to need a bigger bag. All right. Question is, can I fit it into this container? We'll see. Probably not. I might need to jump up to the next one. Oh, okay, that one's the ones that... There's some of them that have little broken bits and bobs. I have so many trays. It's okay. I have so many containers. right, we'll just put that to the side because I don't feel like dealing with it. All right. Let's see if this one will fit. So, yeah, I mean, we really did not do a lot these last few weeks just because of the storm, but we had a lot of fun. I will say that I do think the kids are starting to go a little stir crazy, even though I do hope that there's no school tomorrow, then it's an e-learning day. But it's to the point where I think I can fit the rest in here. I think it's to the point where the snow might be melted by the time it's Nicole's doctor's appointment. But yeah, I just, you know, we'll see. If not, we'll have to cancel the appointment regardless. Let's see. There we go. Sorry for the sniffle. But yeah, so we went to Publix. We got a bunch of goodies. I already told you what kind of goodies we got. And then like, I bought a couple of energy drinks for my kid, my oldest, as a bribe. So, it's, you know, I have a lot of trouble. I've mentioned some of my health issues and stuff here on the channel, but it's like, I don't have as good muscle strength anymore, and I get tired easy, trying to lift things and put things around, and I can't stand as long as I used to be. But so I bought, an energy drink for my kid. She's 14. We let her have them from time to time, especially since she has lower iron, and she has an iron deficiency and stuff, so it's just like, okay, I know she needs a little bit of a energy pick-me-up, and her doctor's okay with it, just said don't overdo it, which we're trying not to. This kid, you know, if you let her, she'll just drink nothing but energy drinks, it feels like. But let's see, where are we? What's next? So anyway, I bought her a couple of these drinks. She hasn't drank one yet, like, which is surprising, but, I bought her a couple, as a bribe to help me out. So she helped me out the other day. I did I went through part 1 of my stash video. I was kind of hoping to do like 2022 as well, like, all through 2022. I could only get to 2021. And I was just like, I was tired, she was tired. We're like, okay, wrap it up. I did grab one other kit that wasn't from 2021 though, but I can't wait to get that edit. Like, I already got my monthly review edit though, so we got that. Ow, I pinched myself. I got that done. But yeah, she helped me out like when it was snowing and everything. But yeah, we bought that, and then we came home. Before I had to go and do before we you know, could do anything and get ready for the early release. My husband, he decided he was going to pick up the twins first, and he got Subway. Because we were both kind of craving subs and stuff like that. So he got Subway as a little treat for me, especially since we weren't going to be going out this weekend, or, well, last weekend now. So we got subs, and I ate some of those, but then I had to go and pick up Nicole, and I was going to surprise her with the coffee shop that's just open here. We had a coffee shop that just opened around the area, and I was going to I was going to go and do that. I was so nervous about driving though, because it was still, I'm a new driver. I got my license and everything. I don't want to drive when it's scary out. And to me, like, where there's still just a little bit of ice spots, it's still a little scary. Alright, where is 7? Okay, there we go. Found it. 720. Alright, here we go. But on my way there, I kept getting a phone call. Don't worry, I didn't answer it while I was driving, but I just kept getting a phone call, and I noticed the number was the school. And, like, I get called, I was called 4 times in a 10-minute period. So, like, by the time I get to the coffee shop, I pull over, and they call at that point. And I answer the phone, some of it, like, they could have left it in a voicemail. I understood why the call, but it wasn't like anything drastic. And I got to sign some stuff and things. Like, Nicole's not in trouble. Don't worry. She's not in trouble or anything like that. It was just like, okay. some of this is like, this could have been an email. Like in the corporate world, it's like, this could have been an email. But no, I have to sign some stuff and everything. It's just like, okay, definitely thank you for letting me be aware of blah, blah, blah situation, and things like that. But good Lord, the judge amount, Nicole went to her and the time for help, and the judgy tones was just off the wall. You're a counselor. Don't be judging my kid. Don't be judging me. But anyway, so I was like, okay, did that, went and got the coffee, and then I went to pick her up. So at this point, I'm already a little bit later because I was on a 10, not 10, it was like a 15-minute phone call, and this is one of the reasons why I was a little frustrated with the lady. I felt like it could have been wrapped up a little bit faster because she talked extremely slow. Which, we live in the South. It's a thing here. I'm not bothered by that, but the thing is, she stops mid-sentence, doesn't complete her sentence. I think she's finished by that point because it's been 10 seconds because she's paused, and then so I start saying something and then she finishes her sentence. And then I'm like, okay. So it was a lot of that, and I was just like, okay, I really, it took 15 minutes to get through the whole spiel. I was just like, all right. So, all right, let me make sure I am doing this correctly. Okay, we got this color. All right. But yeah, I went and got the coffee. I picked her up. I apologize for the fact that I was late. Luckily, I wasn't too late. There were still people in the driving line, but I was just like right at the tail end. So, apologize for being a little bit later than I wanted to be, but thankfully it wasn't too bad. So, okay, we're going to try and collect a little bit of some of the same colors, so I'm not searching too much, I guess, mid-talk. Anyway, we're doing good. We got 19 colors in, guys, out of 49. Let's see. We're going to go with here. We're going to grab a couple of these. Okay, let's see. Whew, I'm really hoping it warms up a bit here, but by the time I'm done, I'm going to just pack everything up. I might finish kitting up, actually, and then I'll go downstairs. I'm not going to kit up Dragon's Door until I go downstairs. I'm going to kit it up downstairs because it's nice and warm. I'm going to get this. We haven't put the blinds on. The thermal blinds on these windows, which is why I haven't stuck around up here as long, because, we want to get the thermal blinds in here so that way it starts getting warmer. But yeah, anyway, picked Nicole up, got home, and we started prepping for the winter weather. My husband said I don't have to worry about dinner that night because, well, it wasn't technically a birthday dinner, but it was just like kind of more of a, because your birthday's around this time, don't worry about cooking. And so I didn't have to worry about cooking. We got Mexican. It's funny because there's like 2 restaurants here, Mexican restaurants, and I prefer the newer one that has opened over the older one that's been around in this town for ages. We went to the first one. Because there was like a HOA meeting, and the food was bland. I hate to say it, but this area, the food's bland for a lot of it. I don't know if it's just because they are going for people's taste, but it's just felt like it had no flavor, no spice, anything. And then the newer restaurant that opened up I want to say it's been 2 years now since this restaurant has been opened. And it's like a nice little, I wouldn't say it's a hole in the wall or anything, but it's just a nice little, almost house looking, it looks like it's a house, and it's definitely not what you expect what a Mexican restaurant would be, but oh my goodness, there's so much flavor in that. Oh my goodness. I know it's not authentic Mexican food, but it's still so good, and at least there's some spice in it. I can't handle a lot of spice, but I want some sort of flavor with my food. I can't have cilantro though. I have that stupid gene where it tastes like soap, and it makes me sad. I'm so sad because it's just like, one of my kids doesn't have it, and they say it tastes so good, but sometimes it's just like, I try so hard. I really do. Like, I go and, go get the salsa that has the cilantro in it, and it's just like immediately soap, just feeling like it's coating my tongue, and it's just like, I really want to try it without feeling like it tastes like soap. So yeah, just like, but we went there and picked up that, and we just ate at home instead, and it was enjoyable. We played Exploding and Imploding Kittens. That game is so much fun. It is so much fun. It's not as bad as it sounds. It's just basically there's a card that's, the exploding kitten. You got to defuse it, and if not, you're out of the game. And I think my in-laws might like playing that game with the kids. The kids enjoy playing the card game a lot. Alright, looks like we have... Alright, that one will be the next one. Here we go. And I found the other one. Okay. But yeah, we kind of knew that snow was going to start soon. And it was funny because I woke up at 5 a.m. in the morning. I don't know, probably the cat woke me up, honestly. But I woke up at 5 a.m. in the morning, and I look out my security camera, and I see that there's just a slight dusting of snow in the backyard, and I'm like, oh hey, it actually is snowing. I was, just so you guys know, whenever there's a hint of snow in our area, the area that I live seems to have an anti-snow zone. Like, it'll go above us and it will go below us. And we were told the geography reason for it. I don't remember entirely, but there was a reason why it would do that in our area. But it always sucks because, like, I see, like, people above are like literally 20 miles away, like, or 10 miles away, they get snow. 10 miles below, they get snow. We don't. It's like, so I was very surprised to actually see that we had a dusting of snow. When I first woke up, I was like, oh, hey, cool. And I talked on the phone. I think it was the cat that woke me up. Like, I remember falling back asleep. Like, but I was on Discord, talking to my friends, and they were commenting how they were surprised that I was awake. I normally am awake around that time period, during a school day. I just don't get on my phone until later on, because I want to have my coffee and I want to be, relaxed and ready to go. But yeah, it's just, I was like, oh, hey, snow, cool, talking to people, and then I fell asleep. I just remembered that I fell asleep, and I didn't wake up until, I want to say, maybe like 9-ish, and at that point we started having just a little bit more of snow. The kids were awake, they were downstairs, they were hollering, they were excited. Let me see, do I think, I'm not going to risk it, I'm going to open the other one. I'm opening the other one. I'm gonna do this. Alright. I think it's just a little, it's gonna be a little too much, it's gonna overflow. Alright, let's see, let's just slowly empty that in. Okay, we can do this without any static. And I spilled. I spilled, guys, I spilled. Okay, it's okay. Alright, we'll get through this. So, let's see, oh yeah, anyway, so it was really nice. I had, watched the kids play. I told them to wait till it finished snowing, but they didn't want to wait, because it was literally, when they went outside, it was probably about 12 o'clock, and I would say that we had about 2 inches of snow. There were people trying to sleigh, like they were trying to slide down we have kind of a bit of a hill on our, okay, we do have a hill. I will say we do have a hill. But I was like, no one's going to be able to slide on that because it's the fluffy stuff. It's not hard. It's not packed down yet, or anything. I mean, I grew up in West Virginia. I've gotten through a couple of winters. I won't say I'm a snow expert because there's no way I am. But I've gone through a couple of winters as a kid, that before I came down here 20 years ago, like, where I experienced some weather. I never really experienced it as an adult, so I never had to do the whole, scraping. Well, I never really had to scrape stuff because my dad never drove me to school. I had to walk in that snow. Yeah, I had to walk in that. When you get to hear people like, I had to walk in the snow, uphill, both ways. That was me. There's actually 3 ways to get up up on the hill that I used to live growing up. But yeah, it's just yeah. So I used to. I know how to slide down a hill. Is all I'm saying. Especially trying to get to school. Okay. I'm not bragging. I'm just stating the facts. But watching these kids try to slide, and the dad a dad was like pushing his kid, and the kid only went 2 feet. And it's just like, yeah. If they waited till yesterday, and even today, looking out, yeah, we got a nice sheet of ice on the roads. So if they, no one's doing it today because people are trying to work and things. But yesterday, it was a bit more doable because people were trying to drive. Although that wasn't smart. Everywhere was saying because we don't have the resources available down here. It was like, please stay off the roads. It's not. Visibility. There was times where we had 0 visibility with the bands, and luckily not where I was. I mean, there was points where it's like, dang, it's snowing pretty hard. But I know that there was like 100. It wasn't 100 car piled up. The news line made it seem like that way, but then like we're reading on like later on in the evening, it was more like there was just a really bad accident, and then there was like 100 cars stuck behind it. But still, it was just like a tractor trailer got smacked, by a train because they couldn't drive over the train tracks, and then they got stuck from the ice and more like from the snow and everything. So it's just like they were saying stay off the road, stay home, please do so. And they were doing that yesterday too. And people just weren't listening. So I'm just like looking at pictures of, all these accidents because of that. I'm like, Charlotte people can't drive on a good day. What makes you think they can drive on a bad day? So yeah, it's just like, and it's not, and usually it's like some people are like, well, I know how to drive. I can drive in this stuff. And it's like, you shouldn't be worried about your driving. You should be worried about the other people around you. It's not you that you gotta worry about. It's everyone else. But yeah, I was just like watching all of that. I was just like shaking my head. But anyway, sliding and stuff. The kids, yeah, it was just like funny. Nicole made us cute little snowman. She named it. I don't remember what she named it. I think she named it Fred. And I was just like, thank goodness it's not after a serial killer, because last weekend during the ice storm, I know this sounds a little morbid and stuff, and I was just like, what the heck? Apparently they were learning about some of this stuff in their 8th grade history, and I was just like, so she named it after one of them. I'm not telling you who. And I was just like looking at her. I'm like, are you talking about this guy? And she goes, yeah, we learned about him. I'm like, and she goes, I thought it would be funny. I'm like, it's not funny. It's not funny. I don't know. But she built a snowman on the 31st, and then it was just a tiny little thing. It was funny because my husband came out. He got a water bottle for the kids. He had a water bottle out, and basically had them, because the snow was just so fluffy, it wouldn't compact into a ball. And I told them that it was like really dry snow, so it doesn't really have as much moisture to kind of, you can pack in very well. But the kids tried. They tried their hardest. They really did. But yeah, my husband brought out a water bottle and had them squirt the snow and then push it together. Kind of like what you do with sand, you know, like have the sand like to be a little bit wet, you know, so you can make snow castles. But oh, we should have done that. We have stuff to make like small sand castles. We could have really like make it like a little snow fort, you know, kind of with that. Dang it. If there is ever, which will not be anytime soon, but if there's ever, I need to remind myself for that. Put in note. Let's see. But yeah, they got to build one snowman, and it's such a tiny one. And then my husband asked for me to grab a carrot, so we have a carrot nose. And luckily, there were some carrots that I was going to throw away because they got a little moldy. So I was like, hey, perfect. Here, use these. That way, nothing's going to waste. Which, you know, is the case. Nothing went to waste. All right, I kind of skipped ahead. So I'm going to have to put this to the side for just a minute on that one. All right, let's find the other colors. Okay, here we go. These two. Perfect. We got these two, and then I got to find the other one, which I think I found. All right. Yep, here we go. Whew. All right, let's see. And so yeah, they kind of spent a little bit. I will say that Michael I don't think he enjoys the snow as much as his sisters. He was the first one to come in. Although I will say he is not feeling, like I said, he wasn't feeling good. Like on Friday, I got to have a talk with some friends. On Friday night, I got to be able to chit-chat with some friends and everything. And my husband comes over and he tells me, hey, Michael just fell asleep. You know, and when I looked he had that flush, that little red flush. He's been coughing all week, like, and it's been sounding terrible. He's been trying to clear his throat and everything, but he hasn't gotten a fever. I doubt he had a fever when my husband said, hey, he's you know, he fell asleep and had that flush, but he didn't, which was surprising. And then he wasn't acting like he was sick the last 2 days, but he is kind of acting a little bit more sick today. So I'm think like with all the excess energy that he had, it's like finally coming up. So, and I've been doing the little like coughs here and there. It's not sounding bad. Luckily not. Goodness, knock on wood, it hasn't happened during this kid up and chat. So, ooh, we man, I don't think we'll finish during this kid up and chat. I was kind of hoping it. I'm at 33 altogether with this, so we're breezing pretty quick on this. I'm pretty proud. words, I'm stumbling over them. No. All right, let's see. This down here. There we go. All right. Let's see what's next. I think this color. Trying to get through everything, but let's see what else have we. So I also yesterday. So the kids only spent a little bit of time out there, and it was funny. The snow kept coming down because it was, like I said, like only 2, maybe 3 inches at that point, and then all their footprints that they had at the end of the day was completely covered from the backyard and the front. The snowman was like the bottom part of the snowman was completely covered at that point too, so you couldn't see his bottom anymore. And then the street was covered too. It was like, but at that point it was just like, dang, we got a good amount of snow. We got a really good amount. All right, let's see. Here we go. But then yesterday we woke up and it was starting to melt. You could tell that things were starting to melt a little bit, but not a lot. But that was when it was the perfect snowman making day for the kids, and they made so many. They were small snowmen. I saw my neighbor. They built a bigger snowman. They built a normal size snowman in the backyard of their house, which is what we should have honestly done because of some really awful kids that we had in our neighborhood. We have some jerks. I've talked about some of this before in the past, but we have some really like like, and I might be told I'm sensitive, or, or being told kids are kids, let them be, but still, it still kind of riles me up from yesterday, just a little bit. So, Nicole put her heart and soul making a family of snowmen, and then she goes inside. Michael, again, first kid in, first kid to come in. He's like, "It's too cold out there." I'm like, "I got it, buddy. I understand." But yeah, I get a doorbell, a knock on the door, and I opened the door, and it was like a few hours after after the kids went out and had fun, and one of the girls said, "Hey, just letting you know, so and so knocked your snowman over." And I was like, "Okay, thank you for letting me know." So I go back on the security camera, and you can see the moment it happened. So you see a snowball flying out of nowhere and hitting one of the snowmen spot on. And then these two kids come walking up, and they're about Michael and Jana's age, so about 10-ish, so 10 to 11. And Michael and Jana actually told me who they were, and they live on our street, so the talk got nowhere, by the way. But you see the kids run up into our driveway, and shove the snowman over, and then run off. Like, it was like they were like, being complete words I can't say here, but they were jerks. And I felt bad because, it's like, I know they were already starting to melt. It was at the end of the day. But still, let us have some joy in our life, right? Just a little bit of joy to keep things it just frustrated me. That's all. It's like, especially like coming onto property, people's property. Like these, I would feel like these would be the same kids if we had our flowers planted out in the front yard, that they would come over and stomp and pull them out. So I got that kind of energy from them. It's just like, and these are the same kids that were bullies with our children. So it's just like, it just felt doubly like they purposely targeted because they thought maybe Michael and Jana worked on it instead of Nicole, kind of thing. But still, regardless, it was just, I don't care if I'm sensitive about that, but it's just like, we don't really get this kind of snow ever, and the kids experienced their first ever snow thing. Nicole doesn't remember the last time we had a huge snowfall. The last time we had snow this huge, like this, like around the same size, was when she was 2 years old. She doesn't remember it. I have photos of her playing out there, but she doesn't remember any of that. But yeah, it was more of that kind of frustration. It's just like, I know you get your joy from, destroying people's property, but, how about no? How about don't? Right? But yeah, that's my little mini rant. But yeah, the talk went nowhere. My husband made a post about it, and it's just, it got nowhere. It really did. And, talking to the parents, I wasn't going to help either. They were just, they're just being kids. And I was just like, kids should not act like that. Is in my opinion. I mean, like, I'm trying not to be a Karen or anything like that. It's just, I want to protect my kids, and, I know you can't protect your kids from everything, but it's just like, from this, it's just like, you need to, like, what if it was like a small kid, especially, like, if it's like a really tiny toddler, and it's their first, not Christmas, their first snowfall ever, and, they're so excited, and they're coming back out to play, and they see their snowman, destroyed. I mean, that would be heartbreaking. Like, especially if they were doing that with not just our house, but like other houses too. It's just like, that would be heartbreaking. All right. I'll get off my soapbox. I'm sorry. But yeah, that was one of the sad things that happened yesterday. It was just like, I was all ready to be all mama bear and stuff like that. So, But so the tomato soup bit. I forgot about this. So I told you, like, my husband bought the tomato soup on Friday, and and how it's my favorite soup. He only bought one container, but he made it for me yesterday. As like my birthday lunch. It was so sweet. He even made like a grilled cheese sandwich, so I got melty mozzarella cheese. Oh my goodness! So. And it's my stupid hands. My stupid hands. Like, I went to pick up the bowl, so that way I could, like, sip from it, like, to actually drink from it, because I dipped the sandwich in already, and I ate, like, half a sandwich and everything, but I went to go and actually kind of drink from it, like it's a cup, and it spilled all over me, like, all over my clothes, like, my shirt, my hoodie, my pants, everywhere. It hurt so bad, guys. I was yelping and screaming, and it was not fun. And I was so mad because I just took a shower too. I just took a shower, and so I had to like hobble upstairs, and take a second shower because it was just everywhere, and had to throw my clothes into the washing machine. Thankfully, we were about to to call the kids in and get them started on eating their own lunch too, so we could wash a lot more. But it was still like, I was so sad. I was really sad. So I didn't really have much of my favorite tomato soup yesterday. I was like, it's my birthday. But yeah, it was just it was so sad. I was just very much so sad. But anyway, my husband said we'll get some more sometime in the future, hopefully. Cross your fingers. We'll see what happens. But yeah, just doing all of that. Let's see. What else went on yesterday? Let's see. Hubby also made some a shrimp pasta dish for me. I requested that as my dinner option, but he took a while like prepping it. I'm not saying like, oh my god, how dare he, blah blah blah. He took a while prepping it, but it got to the point where it was like really late when we actually finished eating dinner and stuff. It was like too late to have the birthday cake. I didn't really want to have the cake and then have the kids go to bed. Even though today there's no school, I didn't want to, they would be bouncing off the wall. So it's just like, we'll just do cake tomorrow. And, same thing, like, it's like, I'm okay with prolonging my stuff. It's okay. It's not a big deal. Let's see. 38. I heard a kitty. Yeah, they don't like it that I have the door closed up here, but I don't want them getting in. There's so many little knickknacks and stuff that they can get into. Oh my goodness. And especially if I'm not paying attention or if I'm not around, they can't. Okay, I just looked over at the door and Rigel's paw is just like sticking out. I wish I could take this phone. Oh, I hear him meowing. Oh, the poor little boy. Oh, the poor guy. I guess he's not getting enough attention from my kids downstairs. They probably are playing Minecraft at this point. I've looked outside. We still have a good amount of snow in our backyard, and we still have a good amount in our front yard. But nothing's like, things are melting a bit. But you can tell people who's from the north and who's not from the north. But yeah, we have our neighbor that's like kind of across. His driveway is cleared off. It was funny because we watched him blow, like, because they said that you can use a leaf blower because of how fluffy the snow was. He was blowing it off his cars. Like, all of his cars are completely cleaned off. Like, his part of the sidewalks cleaned off, his driveway's cleaned off, and then everyone else's sidewalks and stuff like is not. I mean, like, my husband has back issues. I got my own health issues. There's just no way we could, work on that. I am missing a drill packet. Oh, no, that's not it. Huh. All right, let me look. We got 3865. Okay. And then 64, 61, 60, and 483. Oh no. Did I use a packet? and not pay attention? I really, really hope not. Oh my goodness. Okay, I do not know where this one is. This is not good. I'm gonna have to look around. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Okay. Man, dang. That totally sucks. Is it in my pockets? Nope. Why would it be in my pockets? There have been a couple of times where I wasn't like paying attention. But oh, you know why? It's already in here. It's already. Yay. You can see how well my attention span is sometimes. Oh my goodness gracious. Good going, Jessica. Good going. We're doing pretty well. So maybe we will finish. Maybe I'll just finish up and just find some random things to talk to you guys about, because I got like this much left. So yeah, maybe we'll finish up. Okay. Let's see. But yeah, we saw the guy doing that, so you can definitely tell who's like from up north and stuff. But yeah, I would, but it's just like I can't do anything. We didn't really have any salt or stuff like that, so but yeah, it was just like watching, like there's like a sheet of ice on the road right now. Like there is just, I don't know if we are going to have school tomorrow or not, honestly. I really don't. But I told the kids that I don't think playtime's happening today. Everything is kind of like melted just a bit and then has frozen over. So we got this nice little sheen of ice everywhere. So I was just like, let's just stay home. Let's just stay inside and stay warm. And that's pretty much the case right now. So, all right, 3860. Yeah, let's go with this. Although someone's trying to drive. Best of luck to you, buddy. But yeah, let's see. But I had a pretty good day yesterday. Like like I told you guys, my friends helped me hit 1,000. One other thing is, I'm still waiting to hear back from Diamond Art Club, but my friend was so sweet. She gave me her. I needed one more card, like gold card, to get a custom diamond painting from Diamond Art Club, and she asked me, and this is Mackenzie, by the way. So she asked me, "Hey, do you have enough for your custom diamond painting?" And I was like, "No," and she goes, "I got you," and she gave me her own card, guys. So I was able to redeem that. So she's like, "Happy birthday." I'm like, "Oh my god." And so I actually reached out to an artist for permission to use one of the discontinued diamond paintings, since they're still licensed with Diamond Art Club. So now I just gotta wait to hear back. I screenshot the conversation and everything, just so that way showing, look, I have proof. She said yes. She said yes. So cross your fingers that it'll happen, guys. And speaking of things from Diamond Art Club, I was good. I was very good this week. Did not like go crazy or anything. There's Valentine's Fairy that's coming to me. It just hopped in and said we're coming along. I'm like, okay. So we got that, but I was really good about not spending any money this week. I was like, yes, we're doing good. It's really hard though. It's really hard when you're so tempting, but like I said, I've been trying my best to not spend as much. I've been very choosy about the things I want, so, and it's been doing good overall. I've been pretty impressed about how well I've been doing. It's just been like the last few weeks though have been Chrisabug, Moonbound Studios, and I'm just like, can you stop releasing all my must-have artists? Because if you don't know, I needed Moon to complete my series, Sailor Moon series from Roy Trin, and Moon was the last one. So I have got that completed, and I can't say no to Moonbound. There's something about their art that I love. Alright, and I have one more, so we are going to, I'm just trying to clean up a little bit as I'm doing this. Alright, we have this one left, and I do have one more, because we do have this, but I think I'll finish that up, because I don't have a pen. Let me scoot this chair back in. But yeah, let's see. trying to think. What else can I say before I finish this off? Because I'm on my last thing. I'm actually pretty proud that I was able to, you know, find some things to talk about while I do this. And get this completely kitted up. I am so proud of myself. Oh, man. I am getting a new desk, guys. I'm so excited. So my husband's getting me a brand new desk, a standing desk. So one of the things that's been happening is I've been trying to figure out what's been going on, like with my joints and everything, and I have to go to physical therapy because I have some neck issues going on too. They said, "Oh yeah, you do have some neck issues." So I am trying to not be a shrimp anymore. I affectionately call myself, you know, shrimp mode whenever I hunch over when I am diamond painting because one, it's my most comfortable spot. For me, it feels comfortable doing that. I can't tilt things up because it hurts too much on my wrist. It puts too much on my wrist for some reason. But yeah, anyway, he got me a standing desk so that way I can have the desk go up higher and be able. I guess I'm gonna have to switch it to the other container. I thought I could have fit this in here. I felt like I could. Let's see if I can. I'm gonna try. We're trying. Anyway. It might be a tight fit. I might be able to. I think I can. It's going to be a tight fit, guys. I'm going to just kind of scoop things up. I know I got some over here, but I'm going to spread it so gently, like so. And then we're going to collect all these drills. I'm going to fit them in here. Don't worry. If not, we'll just call it a lose. You know, but I think I can try it. All right. But yeah, so he got me a standing desk so that way it can be raised a little bit higher for me. And especially since I have a treadmill that I've been trying to get back to working on, so I can use that too. All right. It's okay. One drill. Two drills. Dang it. Okay. It didn't fit. It fit everything but two drills. All right. Two drills. It's like really tight. Okay, we got everything but these two drills. That's okay. I count that as a win. Two drills, you know, not a big loss. I have plenty of that color anyway. but yeah, I did pretty good. There we go. Yay. There we go. All right. And we're done. So there you go, guys. We got all these colors all kit up. Got Seraphina ready to go. I'll probably be starting her on either today or tomorrow. I'm still working on the Allura Paltra mystery, though. So I want to finish that row before I start working on her. And I'll eventually start working on, trying to think, on Dragon Store, too. So I have to kit that up. There's going to be a day when I am going to actually do a kit up palooza, but I've been trying to get to a point where I'm fully organized, and this is what I'm going to do. So I have my desk. I'm going to move that into the living room. My husband says there's no room. We're going to figure it out. I'm going to move that into the living room, and that's going to be like my area to hold all my diamond painting supplies, and also my long-term whips. Is my game plan. That way I have a place where I am organized and ready to go. It could be a place where I will kit up easily unless I'm up here. So that way, because I'll have the trays with me and everything. And I could also put like my drills and stuff in that area too. And then that way I have the standing desk fully basically cleared off of a lot of my things. I'm going to be trying to do that. I'm going to buy like a little rolly cart, I think, to help with some of the storage issues that I do have. But yeah, it's going to be an L-shaped standing desk, so that way I have my computer monitors on one side, and then that way I can diamond paint on the other side. But I'm going to be working. I don't know when it's going to come. And then he has to have a day where he's going to have to build this. But I'm planning my organization out so I can get this done. And that way I get things a little bit easier. I'm trying to organize a little bit more, condense stuff. It's kind of why I'm like working on my stash too, to like make things, put things into a smaller area. But yeah, anyway. I'm so glad if you stuck it out all the way to here. I'm seeing it's an hour and 14 minutes plus, so thank you guys for listening to me. I'm sure some of you are like putting me at 1.25, 1.5 speed, or even two times speed. And I probably sound like a little chipmunk. Anyway, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a wonderful day and stay safe and warm if you're living in the South dealing with this weather. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!